Okay, so the cruise has ended. I'm sad. I'm disappointed. I loved it. But honestly, it is time to go home. It is. So, in retrospect, I thought I would do a video on what I would do differently. Well, one of the things that I would definitely do differently is I wouldn't book so early. I booked 2 months in advance, and then the price went down. And when that went down, so did my spirit and my heart. I was like, "Oh, wait a minute. 750 to $500? Wait." And my spirit was saying, "You know what? Call and see what they can do for you." And I hesitated, and I should not have hesitated. You know what? I know better, but for whatever reason, I don't do better. So eventually, I called, and they said, "No, it's sorry, it's too late. Um, if you had called, which would be like a few days earlier before your last payment was accepted, then yes, we would have lowered the price for you. But because your last payment was already accepted, we're not lowering the price. You have to pay." So I said, "Well, can you give me a credit?" And they said that they would look into it. So as you can see, I have the balcony. So I like that credit. Anyway, but still, in the future, um, I would definitely not, I would definitely listen to my spirit, and I wouldn't book so early. I would wait until, see, I booked it like, my birthday is like around Columbus Day. But if I had waited until like the end of October, like Halloween, that's when the price had dropped. Or even if I had waited until Black Friday, because Black Friday, a lot of things dropped. Black Friday, not only was the price still around $500, but the all the spa services, which I did take advantage of, the spa services had dropped. The the fun package had dropped, and the drinking package, and all of those things dropped. Okay, I'm not really much of a drinker because I was thinking drinks meant alcohol, right? I was wrong. Drinks also meant like smoothies and things like that. I didn't know that. They served like a shot of smoothie for breakfast, but that was the only time that they served it. See, yeah, if I had known that, then I would have definitely bought the drink package, but I did not. So in the future, if I get on the MSC again, I'm going to do the drink package, because the drinks, honestly, the teas, the lemonade, and all of that, it was watered down. It really wasn't all that great. The water was good. The water tastes good, but yeah, nah, that other stuff was not really hitting. The food was, but not the regular drinks. So then next we have me overpacking. Because it was 11 nights, I was like, "Ooh, I don't want to underpack." Um, and in many ways, it is better to overpack than underpack sometimes. However, I went over. It was 52 pounds, and for those 2 pounds, the airport was going to charge me more. So I ended up having to move certain things out of my suitcase and put it in other areas, which the carry-on bag was a lot heavier. So that's why I said I would definitely under. So 2 skirts, 2 pants, right? Which is what I had. But I wouldn't have had 8 dresses. I'm not going to do 8. I'm not going to do that no more. I'm going to follow the code as far as what they said to get, which is, they always have a white party, so you have to have that white dress, right? Then they had the tropical party. I did bring a tropical dress. And then they had the evening. I could have wore the same evening dress more than once, to be honest. I did not need to have more than one evening outfit. And then I had the 70s outfit. So I overdid it. I definitely overdid it in that particular area. So I would cut back on, I would just, have an outfit for those nights and then have my gym outfits. And then the gym outfits can, when it's a casual night, still wear those gym outfits. I don't need to really change. I just need to bathe again, and that's it. Um, and I did carry plenty of shirts, and I did use all of the shirts for the gym. Uh, and I washed a lot of stuff by hand. I did not send it down to the laundry. The only thing I sent to the laundry is what needed to be ironed. And that's another thing. Yes, many of the outfits that I had do not require iron, but some of them did. So I need to cut back on using outfits that require ironing. So I would definitely do that different. The next thing I would do different is when it comes to the tours. A lot of these countries that we visited, they have free tours on foot. So that's what I would do instead. I would go ahead and I would figure out, can I walk to where the tours are, like in Aruba? Or is there like a free train or free shuttle to take me to where the free tours are on foot? And then, or can I take a taxi? The other thing is, I need to research which taxi service in each country is legit, honest, etc., etc. That's another thing. Yes, if I were to order a car, if I rent a car, it would definitely be cheaper in those countries. But many of them drive on the left side, and I also don't really like to drive, and I haven't driven since 2020. So I'm not really comfortable with that. Yeah. So because of this, I did not. Because of this, I kind of hesitated in taking those kind of risks and taking those kind of chances. Also, the other thing that I need to do, I have a friend. I was friendly, but not I wasn't as friendly as she was. My friend, she would have met and gotten really close and really deep with a number of people, gotten their phone numbers and everything else like that. And they would have got together, put the money together to get a car and then drive around the whole island. Because that's what she did on the last cruise. You know. But the only thing is that they never know where the hell they're going. So I'm like, no. I know where I want to go. I know what I want to do. I don't want to be around people who want to just drive around aimlessly and just look around. No. I normally have that part down. But when it comes to like taxi services and things like that, I never really looked into it, but I'm going to look into it this time. It'll save me a lot of money because these tours and these excursions that's from the cruises, a lot of them is like over $50 like 50, 75, 80, 90, even 100. One trip that I took that I did not like at all was $120. I did not care for it. I didn't care for the people who I didn't care for the host too much, to be quite honest with you. I didn't care for what we saw. Some of the stuff I know, it wasn't their fault at all because it did rain, but nah. Yeah, I'm doing my own thing next time. I can't be and yes, I did look at Viator. I did look at shore excursions, and they are cheaper than the cruises, but they're not really that much cheaper. It's like $5 less. Like whoop-de-doo. And a lot of times it's the same tour operator. It's not a different person, you know. And they're showing you the same thing for $5 less. But I don't always want to see, like, give you an example. In Colombia, good tour. But then at one point he was like, you see that building over there? That's where we pay our taxes. And I'm like, really? This is what you put on the tour as an agenda? Yeah. No. we not. I don't want to spend time looking at that. When my own country owes me money for taxes, I do not want to go to another country and see their IRS. Not interested. Next, try again. So, in order to save money and to have more control, yeah, I'm going to be looking at taxis. And I might have to muster up the courage, rent a car, and drive to the places where I want to go instead of looking at depending on another person. Okay. The next thing that I will do different is when it comes to the spa. Now, I like the spa here. The people seem like they know what they're doing. They have a lot of experience and what have you. But the spa services are expensive. They are. The girls in Honduras at the port, that back massage was really good. And I thought the back massage was just your back. I didn't know it meant your back, your neck, your shoulders, the back of your legs, and the back of your foot. For $38, the cruise ship charges about 200 and something. Now, I will say this: the cruise ship is about 100 minutes. Okay, the girls in Honduras that do it at the port, they're there for they only do like 20 minutes or 45 minutes. So they're really not on you that long. But it's good. It's still good, either way. So when I do this again, I'm just going to go straight there. I'm not going to, the only thing I will do this spa is whenever they have any like classes or, something like that. But, let's see. The other thing, as far as the Game Pass, is it worth it? That's still a hard one. Because I bought the Fun Game Pass. I don't regret it. I did not share my card with anybody. I played all the games myself, but I didn't really play that many games. I had to hurry up and play as much as possible because unfortunately your money Whatever is on your card does not transfer to the next cruise. So you have to use up all of that money on your game card. Now, going and playing games, at sea was great. But I found that honestly, the other activities were just as interesting, and I really didn't have to play those games. Like the dance lessons and all of that. I was doing that more than anything else. So, um, I don't know. And I did enjoy the games. So it's up to you whether or not, you know, if you're a gamer. If you're a gamer like real heavy, then yeah, the game pass is for you. But if you're not that heavy with it, then I say pass. If you're a family, then I definitely say go buy it. But if you're single by yourself, no. I'm gonna say pass on the fun pass. All right. So yeah, that's basically it. That is what I would do. That's something I would definitely do different. Those are the things that I would do different. All right. I hope that helps. Over and out. Bye for now.